All right. I think we are live. Let me just see. Yes. Yes, we are. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another stream. Here we will continue what we left. So, we implemented few features like this handle content change and all. Now we will do something more on it. So, till now we detected if there is a change, right? But we will now implement something. We will detect what has been changed, right? We now with this functionality we know that okay, something has been changed, but we don't know exactly what has been changed in a file. So let's do that. Let me share this. Hello, bye. Okay. All right. So let's uh implement this thing. We'll be live for about an hour and we'll try to implement something, and at the same time we'll learn few things as well. So okay, now we have to track what has been changed in a file, right? We know that okay, something has been changed because we tracked an event, a modify event on content change. So we were able to check that the change has been detected by maintaining a hash. I think you forget me. अरे नहीं नहीं विशाल भाई, हाउ कैन आई फॉरगेट यू. So and how we did that, we maintained a hash, right? We maintained hash strings, and by comparing the old hash strings with the new, we were able to tell that okay, something has been changed, because whenever we create a hash strings, so the specialty of hash string is, if there is a small change on the string for which we have created the hash, then the hash string drastically changes. Okay. So now this thing can only know its kind of flag, which tells the content or file has been modified. But what if we need to find the content, right? So let's say if our old file has content ABC, but this thing, we updated this thing to ABCD. So our current implementation only detect that file has been changed, but we need something that says, okay, ABC has been changed to ABCD. ABC has been transformed to ABCD, right? So we will do this thing. So this, like implementing this thing is itself, it needs very optimization, because if we have large files or very big file, then we have to think about optimization and all. But for now we are very optimistic, and we think that the file will only have abcd or simple one line, so we can implement our raw form of logic first. We will optimize it later, but let's understand how to think in that direction. So what we can do over here, what we can do over here, so as you can see, we have a hash collection that maintains the key value pair of a path and a hash string, right? Can you please make a video on how to make a full stack app with Rust and React? Okay, okay, I can do that. I have a video that how to create a Rust server using ActiveWeb, but I'm not sure if, like, there are many things, right? Exam, Actix and all, and if you want to go scratch with Tokyo and all, but I'm using ActiveWeb. With ActiveWeb I created a server. That is a video, but I will create a kind of a simple app, crude app. We'll do that, no problem. Okay. Okay, so we need something, right? So for our basic implementation, let's understand how to how to like touch that gate, that how can we start. Okay, so there are multiple ways to optimize, but let's simply go and search if let's simply go and say how to detect content changes in a file in Rust. So let's take a high level idea over here. We'll not see any code or something. We'll just understand any, if there is any raw thing. Maybe a flowchart kind of thing. So one thing that is highly, that as a beginner we can do, right? That we can, let me just go over here. One thing as a beginner we can do, that the way we are maintaining a hash collection, we can like we can create another data structure, or we can take help of a data structure that will store the old files content. This is the very basic way to think. Like we should think it first, that we store the content, and we store the content with key as a path, and as soon as we update the content, we, as we are tracking the like this, right, data change content event. So inside this, what we can do is we can map it, like map it, no, it's a wrong word. We can equate if the new content is equal to the old content. So we can show that difference. This is the very basic and very unoptimized way to do so, but we'll do that first because we are taking everything positive. We say that okay, our file size is small, not more than one line or so. Okay, so let's do that first. And this is the basic thing. I think every over here will show that trigger event when a file change. Okay, fastest way to check something, I think this will show check for how much okay, rip grip. If you want to okay, we are using notify. I think the basic way or the unoptimized way is to store the file's content somewhere and then I have a text file, this stuff, this. Locate the line that contains EEE. Locate the. Okay, let's don't let's implement this thing. I mean, this is what we are thinking, right? So let's not search it. What is the unoptimized way? Let's do something. So what we'll do is file watcher. Okay, we can maintain some collection over here that will store path as key and content. Again, this is not a optimized way. We are just first of all let's build logic first. Let's make it working. We can optimize it later. That's what we have to learn. Key path has key and value has content, right? Again, hash map will serve here better. So we'll say content collection. Right, we'll say string and string, right? uh, okay, so this is the collection as path and value. I don't have to comment it because I mean it is self-explanatory. Then we have to initialize it. We'll say content collection hash map new, right? So we have content collection. Okay, this is never read. Okay, we are going to now everything we have to do inside this data change content, right? So handle content change. Should we create another function or should we? I think we should do inside it. So here we are. We have everything in place. So we need to go on the modify part, right? No change, that's fine. If it's a new file, we are going to hash it. We have to implement something over here as well. What we'll do if this will store the content as well, right? Store content. Okay, I have to also learn how to type without watching. Store content on the modified part. This it is updating this thing, right? So once I have this, we have to do is we have a content here, right? And so we can somehow make something that will equate. So we can say check for content because here is the only place that says, I mean, this is a part scope where file has been modified. So we have new content that we'll find out, and we will also detect previous content from here based on the path. All right, we have 5 views. So all right, guys, the link on the chat, uh, feel free to explore that thing, that profile, and I have added file watcher, this code that I'm working on over here, so you can modify it or improve it if you want. Okay, feel free to contribute on that as well. Check for the content. Here we will check for the content. So what we need for the content over here? We need a new content. Let's make a checklist over here. We need new content. We need new content. So we need new content and previous from the collection that we maintained above, right? And okay, so the one where we are calculating the current hash. Okay, the file exists. Calculate current hash. What it's doing, it is read to string. Okay, read to string, we need that. Sorry. Evaluate. So on the this section there is no change. No change. So if there is no change, okay, current hash. So let's do this thing. Let's say let new code. No, not new code. New content. Um, Updated content. It's not technically updated. It's just content, but we want it to equate with. So we'll say new content. Yeah, let's name it new content. So what we'll do? We have a path over here, right? So we'll say path new. We have a path. Mm, Read to string. It take a path. So we have a new content, and okay, this is the material. Mm. Now what we need to do, if there is this change, maybe we can do something over here. We can fetch, let previous content is equal to self dot content collection dot get. We need a key, so we'll say path dot to string, is it? Dot unwrap. um, Unwrap unwrap bike, subcard, unwrap, or we can say environment value content found is it. Mismatched type, expected this, found this, is it. Return type of this call is string. Expected this, found this. All right, now we have previous content or new content from the path. Okay, now what we'll do here, I think we should do. Okay, so guys, please let me know if the stream is going well, if audio video is fine. I think it is going well. Okay, we have to be live till only 1 hour, so half an hour gone. Let's try to do something here. So we have old and new, right? So let's just do it. If there is an error, we can certainly debug it. So new and content, right? So here we will equate, we will check if old content, we'll check old content versus new content. New content, right? uh, let's create a function for that. Let's say fn compare content, so it will take old content, old content, so it will be string new content will be a string. It will return a result. We can like create What do we have to return? Do we need to return a string? We can do it like more organized way kind of thing. We can create few structures. How to do that? Let's for now let's say we will return this thing. Okay, so this thing, now we need to compare the old content versus new content. How to do that? Let's search how to train your dragon, how to compare. I mean, there is equality sign, but I am just okay. Let's first see what do we got here, right? So we'll say okay, string from, okay, okay. Let's do this and not my content. Let's check old content and new content. Old content, new content. Okay. Let's call it here self dot compare content. What happened? What's the issue here? So we'll say old content, new content. We have old content or priv content, right? Self as middle because it is also. What is the issue? This thing, right? Get key and revo. That's what we did. Uh, can lead to issues because this creates a temporary string. that is dropped at the end of the statement, making the reference invalid. To avoid this, you can use a string literal, which has a static lifetime and is valid for the entire program. Alternatively, if you want to return a string instead of reference, you can use this unwrapables to avoid allocating a string. This approach is much more efficient because it only allocates a string when the key is not found. So I think do this. Expect fn once closure found string. अच्छा. Oh, but again this will be same, no? All right, guys, we have 14 views but one like. Let's hang out on chat and let me know, guys. And also, you can help me out here. How can I use underbar to return a string reference? Path. Okay, so let's go. Hmm, okay, there is this thing, right? Let's go. Let's see this first, then. Uh, expected this found option. So with previous content we have option. Data wrap. Cannot borrow self as mutable because cannot borrow this as mutable. Huh? What the heck? Mutable borrow occurs here. Immutable borrow occurs here. So okay. Is not satisfied. Mutable self is immutable. Hmm. 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 Again, this thing, mismatch type this, right? Edit option. Let's do this as well over here. So I can do that. But it says it's a option. And say wrap. That says immutable borrow occurs here. Well, borrow reads creates temporary value which is freed. Borrow later used here. Either we can use this let binding and rubber binding. So it says let's do this. Let binding do this. Right. Says do then binding. Now again immutable. Let's check. So guys, I have updated this code over here, file watcher. So I have this profile link on the comments pinned, so you can check out this as well. So you can like contribute on this and feel free to improve this code or suggest any fixes and all. Anyways, where were we? So we have this thing, right? Content collection hash map. But as soon as I do this, mm, it says mutable borrow. Um, occurs here. Immutable borrow occurs here, and then immutable borrow later used by the call. Content collection and compare content. Hmm. New content. My brain is not working right now. Is it due to the time? I don't know. Maybe the people watching can help. If you guys are watching, feel free to suggest any fixes. So it says immutable borrow occur here. That's all right. Immutable borrow occurs here. Previous content. Variable need not to value. That's what I do. Cannot borrow this as mutable because it is also borrowed. Mutable. So let's. What if I do this? I mean. uh, Come on, people. Who else is watching? Can you please step up and help me out? 7 people are watching me suffer. Hmm, maybe it's the time. Anyways, maybe we'll continue it later. Hmm, let me just push this code. If uh, I mean, issue with this, it's basically work in progress. If you guys can fix it out, like, you can definitely go and fix this thing. Maybe pull it and fix it and let me know, or else we'll look into it. We have the issue on. Uh, okay, because did uh, I added a readme there. Hello, hello, Simplace. How are you? I'm about to leave, buddy. My brain is freezing. So I have added this code with this issue that I'm facing. So if you guys are like, I have like my Git repo is on the pinned chat comments. You can go there and check. Uh, I have created this thing over here, file watcher. Hello, hello, Sohan. How you doing? So maybe if you guys can like, if you want to check out, go ahead and check the issue what I'm facing. Yep. So let's go. Uh, Thank you all for joining. Have a good night. We didn't do much brain freeze. uh, we will carry on this tomorrow. I was busy over the day, so that's why I didn't came. But like came for an hour to say hi. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. Feel free to check out if the new people are joining. Feel free to check out my other videos on this channel. Feel free to criticize those videos as well and leave your valuable comments. All right, see you later. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Good night. Mm, Maybe ये देख लो एक बार इफ़ पॉसिबल। हाँ हाँ, लिंक भेज दो। अभी तो मैं यार जस्ट मतलब आई एम अबाउट टू हिट द बेड। भेज दो आप, मैं सुबह देख लूँगा, या अगली बार जब आएंगे कल तब देखते हैं, बढ़िया है ना। नहीं तो उस पर आ जाओ ना, क्या कहते हैं, जो पोस्ट डाली है उसी पर नीचे डाल दो, जो यूट्यूब पोस्ट डाली थी ना दिन में, उस पर आप डाल दो। चलो फिर दोस्तों, सी यू नेक्स्ट टाइम टुमारो, बाय बाय, गुड नाइट, सी यू लेटर गाइस, टेक केयर, थैंक यू ऑल फॉर ज्वाइनिंग, बाय बाय।